Want to know what it's like to be an entrepreneur? Find out from some people who know firsthand the dedication, challenges, and rewards involved with becoming self-made business successes.
It's brought much more than what I ever anticipated it to bring.
Coming up, we'll meet a mother and daughter who decided to go into business together.
Glutton for punishment. No, I just love my mom and we get along really well and we work well together.
Now the two of them are whipping up freshly baked scones and delivering them to their online customers across the U.S. Discover what it takes to be part of an annual Sacramento competition, helping entrepreneurs turn their business dreams into reality.
You know, it comes down to how ready are they to open a business. It seems sexy up front, but it's not always that easy to run a business, so we need to make sure they've got that dedication and determination.
And meet a woman who left the corporate world to immerse herself in the world of indigenous art.
I just said, I can't do this the rest of my life. I have to go and do what I love.
It's all next on Yes, We're Open. Yes, We're Open is made possible by...
At SAFE, we've gotten pretty good at helping our community grow. After all, we've been doing it since 1940. And if your small business is ready to blossom, we can help you too. Get your business growing and change the way you bank at safecu.org.
Funding for this program comes from the Yochadihi Wintun Nation, supporting the life, art, history, and priorities of Native Americans.
On this spring day, a dream is finally coming true for friends Neil Astaris and Laura Benson.
That day was, I think that was the most surreal for us and emotional.
It's the grand opening of their business, Oblivion Comics and Coffee.
Everybody was there, friends, family.
Yeah, a lot of people that came out to show their support for us. It was a really crazy and amazing day. It was not easy. It was a lot of work, a lot of time. It was
a lot of sacrifices.
A lot of sacrifices, a lot of late nights. You know, we put a lot into this, and so I'm super proud of what we're doing here.
Neil and Laura were the winners of the 2016 Calling All Dreamers competition. It's an annual competition that encourages entrepreneurs to compete for the chance to open a business in downtown Sacramento. The winner receives a prize valued at nearly $100,000, which includes cash and in-kind services like marketing, accounting, and legal counseling. Just about everything needed to jumpstart a young enterprise.
We want you to join us downtown. Are you downtown's next success story?
Calling All Dreamers was created by the Downtown Sacramento Foundation. It's the brainchild of Valerie Mamoni, who also manages the annual competition and finds the entrepreneurs willing to help revitalize downtown.
You know, it comes down to how ready are they to open a business. Do they have capital? Do they have a thorough business concept? Will it work downtown? But then we do look for certain characteristics. Is there the commitment to open a business and stick through it, the hard times and the good times? It seems sexy up front, but it's not always that easy to run a business. So we need to make sure they've got that dedication and determination.
Valerie knows all too well what it takes to launch a business.
I was a boutique owner, and I had left a very lucrative sales career to open up my dream business.
However, after 6 years, her business fell victim to the Great Recession.
I stepped into this position, and I'm able to extend the dream that I had of opening a business through helping other people.
Since launching Calling All Dreamers in 2013, Valerie and her team have helped a number of businesses start up in downtown Sacramento.
It really did take something that was a little kind of almost a pipe dream and turned it into something absolutely real.
Andy Paul was the first winner.
I was stunned, really. They laugh about it to this day. Like, I was just stunned. I couldn't believe it. If we had not done Calling All Dreamers, we probably would not have opened. It really helped us see a path for something much greater and helped us make it happen.
There's certainly no shortage of dreamers who applied to compete.
Hey Sacramento, I'm Craig Branson. And I'm Ryan Ordonez. And we both live in the Sacramento area for most of our lives.
Out of the many applicants, it's ultimately whittled down to a handful of finalists. Among 2017's most vivid dreamers were Susan O'Brien's The Kitchen Table, a boutique featuring curated kitchen items. Jade Epps and her plan for a boutique called Vidi that specializes in customized skincare products. Husband and wife team William and Gabriela Mendoza's concept called Miscellaneous, where they envision a shared retail space for fellow entrepreneurs. The Churro Project from brothers Peter and Chris Sirval, who have a modern twist on a classic treat. And Milk House Shakes from Kelly Boyles, who dreams of incorporating her passion for U.S. history with her love of milkshakes.
Just really kind of cool and crazy to think that now here I am and I'm a finalist. It's really awesome.
She, along with the other finalists, go through an intense 3-month crash course in business development that includes a mentor, and it gives the budding entrepreneurs essential tools needed to open and run a successful business. The finalists and their business plans are eventually tested by a panel of seasoned professionals.
It's pretty intense. We do have them go through a Shark Tank-like pitch to our selection committee.
My name is William.
And I'm Gabriela.
And we are Miscellaneous.
They spend about 15 minutes talking about their concept.
We are the new Airbnb of retail.
It's one of 2 pitches they give in front of a panel. The first pitch is more of a practice run.
Our mission statement is actually to make retail spaces available for creatives, entrepreneurs, designers, and artists on a budget. What artist isn't on a budget, right?
The panel pokes at their business plan, asking questions.
What's successful there, and why will it be successful here?
And giving suggestions.
My concern is it's not scalable.
To better prepare them for the final pitch.
Great point, and thanks for bringing that up, and we've discussed that as well. Well, thank you all.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, appreciate it. Well, I think we just got beat up. We just got beat up. No, but they were great. A ton of constructive criticism, and this is going to help us to push us forward.
Good morning.
It's on to the next finalist.
My name is Peter Sirvong, and this is my brother, Chris Sirvong. I think they asked tough and direct questions. I think for the next time, we're going to be 200% more prepared.
Good luck.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
Three months of learning, planning, and refining their pitches are all boiling down to this very moment, and emotions are running high.
This is their final pitch. So this time we came really prepared. Here is our growth projection for 1 year.
This time, they're presenting in front of a panel of judges who will ultimately decide on whose business dream will come true.
We did it.
I think we did a great job. It definitely went smoother.
One by one, each of the finalists make their final pitch.
And then the return on investment within the first 3 years of business. It was a long time coming. It was very, very strenuous, but pressure makes a diamond, so.
I felt pretty good, but I know that all my other competitors probably had awesome presentations too, so it's anyone's game. Is the green tea shake and the spring summer.
So I want initially the revenue to be about 95%.
I think the replies and questions were somewhat difficult, but we had our answers.
Which is a combination of our 3
Ultimately, we came out walking out of this competition and the presentation a lot more confident.
Now it's in the hands of the judges to decide on who will be crowned the winner. After much deliberation, a difficult decision is finally made. 2017's big winner was Kelly Boyle's Milk House Shakes.
Next up, we're going to meet Kelly Boyle.
Kelly Boyle, the winner of the 2017
It's pretty pretty crazy. It still feels a little surreal. I feel like I can kind of breathe now that like the competition's over, but now it's like, all right, go time, let's do this.
All of them, whether they won or not, I think feel inclusive of this Dreamers family. They all started this process together, and I think within that they feel a lot of support from the people that are around them.
Even for those who didn't take the top prize, it's been an invaluable experience.
There are many applicants that have gone on to open their business that did not win the competition. And that's, I think, as impressive, if not more, because we've given them a leg up and we've got the foundation for them to go, but then they took the initiative to take it all the way. Just never let go of the passion. Use that to drive you to keep making that dream happen, and to use your resources to reach out to people. There's a lot of people out there that want to help other people open a business and do what they're doing. When I walk by the businesses that I've helped open, I have an enormous amount of pride, and I feel like I am helping one business at a time sort of shape what downtown's supposed to look like. I have a moment of a rush of remembering what it was like to get to the point of them opening their doors, and that never goes away. It's a pretty cool feeling, knowing that, you know, me and many of the other people involved have played a part in that.
1, 2, 3.
What legendary entrepreneur was quoted as saying the following?
If I had asked people what they wanted, they would have said faster horses.
The answer? It was none other than Henry Ford. Ford was nearly 40 when he founded Ford Motor Company in 1903, at a time when horseless carriages were extremely expensive and available only to a wealthy few. Ford's dream was to build an automobile that everyone could afford. This entrepreneur's innovative vision of high-volume, assembly line production led to the Model T, the first affordable automobile for the masses. Ford's success also ignited a modern industrial revolution that forever changed how all kinds of consumer products are made.
Well, I have to admit, she's my daughter.
You waking me up at 12:30 again?
Oh, I'm waking you up at 3.
And I have to admit, she's my mom. You ready?
No. That's Kate.
And that's Elle.
And we're two ladies and a scone. We're like olive oil and balsamic. We're good together, but then at times we separate.
Right.
But if you don't put them together, it's no good.
Yeah.
So who's in charge of this business?
Both of us.
Both of us are. We work well together.
We like a team, and I had that same relationship with my mom.
Did you hear her? With her, it's just a good time. We laugh a lot. I won't see that. It's enjoyable. It really is. I don't know if a lot of people can say that about a business.
What this mother and daughter team started as just a hobby turned into a legitimate business in November 2016.
It was mostly, well, it was kind of most of us, both of us together, because she always did want to do a business. And she wanted to do cupcakes, and I hated cupcakes. Too much work. One day she made scones, so I got to thinking about it. Scone, that's something easy. I wouldn't have to work real hard at it, let her do most of the work.
Yeah.
And wasn't cupcakes. And I says, why don't we make scones? She said, oh yes, scones. And she said, well, what are we gonna call it? I said, well, let's make it 2 ladies on a scone. That's as simple as that.
Yeah.
That was it.
A majority of their business is done online. Customers purchase the scones through their website.
When we opened the business, I was explaining to my mother, I said, I truly believe we should do a website because everything now is online, and a lot of these businesses are starting online.
Now, the two of them wake up early 6 days a week and whip up dozens of freshly baked scones.
It's all done in my kitchen. We start at 4 a.m.
It's early in the morning, but fortunately, Elle doesn't have much of a commute to work.
Well, I have to walk at least about 20 steps from my house over to my job.
Yeah. And you know she's late sometimes too. Hi, Mom. Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing okay.
That's good.
It's all prepped. It's all ready to go. I mean, we're hair netted. We're apron down. We're kind of funny looking at 4 in the morning.
Real funny looking.
Yeah. They're not like a typical scone.
You can't build a house out of them. The ordinary stones, some people buy, they're so hard. Ours is more like, I don't know, it has a different texture to it.
It's almost flaky and it's buttery. When you bite into it, you know what you're eating. If you bite in the banana, you can taste it, because when I'm, cutting the dough, you have pieces of banana in there. It's not anything artificially added.
Everything is fresh, right? We try to keep it simple.
Shortly after the scones are made, they're boxed and ready to head out the door.
Every morning, 6 days a week, we deliver.
Some of the scones are dropped off at the post office for their online customers to be shipped all across the U.S.
Smiling and going.
The remaining scones are delivered to Giacomo's, a local coffee joint that offers them to their customers.
I really like the fact that we're doing local businesses, because we're all helping each other out.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You have a great day.
You as well.
All right,
bye-bye.
While they're out and about, they usually make a trip to the grocery store to pick up fresh ingredients.
I know we have to get strawberries, right?
Strawberries.
Okay, let's do that first. All right. We're in the
About
store
twice a week.
No,
sometimes 3 days a week.
No, sometimes
About
4
days a week.
Yeah,
5 days a
there
week.
you go. We're in the store all the time. I think that'll be good.
You driving that cart like you out on the Highway 99?
Yeah.
The scones are certainly keeping them busy.
It's brought much more than what I ever anticipated it to bring.
As for what the future holds for these two ladies and their scones,
whenever I leave the picture, it's something she can still carry on.
Yeah, but then it wouldn't be any fun.
No, it wouldn't be any fun.
It wouldn't be any fun then. I don't want to think about that, but that would be, when that does happen, I would really have to think about how I would do it. Because right now it's fun. We're having a blast.
Yeah.
They're in no hurry to grow this business quickly. For now, they're simply enjoying being in the moment and seeing where it takes them.
She's given me a new approach to business. She's trying to get me to understand, let this do its own little thing, and she's been 100% right.
I've learned that if the slower it goes, the larger it'll grow. Just hang in there and you reap the rewards of just doing it slow. We're doing it by word of mouth. Giacomo's came, and now you're here. And we haven't solicited any of these things. And with us, we could use the money, but that's not the main thing now.
We're making memories every day, and I want to look back at fond memories wherever this business goes. Well, Mom, went well. Another order down. Until tomorrow.
Same time, same place.
Many of us have considered leaving our 9-to-5 jobs, but few of us actually know how much entrepreneurs make. How much does the typical entrepreneur earn each year? Is it A, $80,000, B, $70,000, or C, $60,000? The answer is B, $70,000. According to one study, more than half of entrepreneurs surveyed were paying themselves a full-time salary of about $70,000 per year.
There is a story behind the work. Everything that's in here tells the story of a people and their culture. If it moves you, then that's what I show. My name is Lily V. Hill. Welcome to my art gallery.
Her gallery primarily focuses on artwork representing Native North American culture.
It's about a culture that is possibly dying out. And that's why I continue to do it, because I feel like I'm keeping it alive and offering it to people that have never been exposed to it before. There's a lot involved in all of the traditional arts. Very labor intensive. All of it is from scratch, all of it. They do it themselves. They do it the old way.
Lily attributes her deep love and appreciation for Native American arts to her own heritage.
I'm part Native American and Hispanic. Growing up, I used to spend a lot of time in New Mexico with my grandpa. So I saw pottery in my grandpa's house. I saw beautiful Navajo rugs in his house. The material culture was not just to decorate, it was how they lived. They were all immersed in all of it, and it's beautiful. And it was part of who I am.
If it had not been for her heritage and culture, Lily probably would not have ventured into the gallery business.
Before I owned an art gallery, I was in the business world. And I worked in Silicon Valley in personnel, but I didn't fit. Being in the business world, I saw everything gray. It was so matter of fact. It was so by rote, everything by rote. I just said, I can't do this. I can't do this the rest of my life. I have to go and do what I love, the art. It's just in my blood. I can't tell you why I love it. It's just everything to me.
She decided to move to Nevada City, California, and begin the next chapter in her life, pursuing her dream of opening an art gallery.
I'd done the research and I knew that galleries failed second to restaurants in business, and I knew. But I had to do it. I just said, I'm going to take a chance and do it.
She opened the gallery in 1985.
I didn't know what I was doing. I just said, I'll just put up the beautiful work and people will come in. I didn't know how to do any of it. I just went with my gut.
She knew the first step at least, meeting artists and collecting their work.
I just went and bought whatever I loved. And I never thought, maybe people won't like this, I've got to buy what people like. No, I bought just what I loved, and I still do. I think of my business as a sister, and it has a life of its own. It dictates to me what my next step will be, who I should carry, what I should change, what I should try. A sister would tell you, I don't think you should do that. You know, I think you should maybe do this. So that's why I think of it as a sister. Lily Vigil Gallery, can I help you? Running an art gallery is a business, and so I am doing business work too. But what overshadows that is the creativity, is the talking with the artists and the people that are interested in the art, and the advancing the artists. That's very challenging, trying to get an artist known.
Native and indigenous cultures are a big part of what I do, but I try to show the principles and spiritual qualities of indigenous cultures without being cliche. No matter what, I can't say I did it without Lily. She's an integral part of where I'm at right now and where my art is at and how it's developed and matured. she'll always be part of that. I'll always give her credit, always.
It's so rewarding to see someone making it, and you've been a part of that process. That's what it's all about.
She's had a profound impact on another budding artist, her own son, Dan.
Hello.
Hi, honey. How are you?
Pretty good. How are you?
Good. What you got?
Art's been a passion of hers since I can remember. Since I was a kid, we had paintings on the wall that she would paint. So these, growing up around all this art has inspired us to be artists and to do what we can in the same field. I really enjoy coming up here and being with her and being involved in the art world with her.
Oh, that looks fantastic. Gorgeous, Danny.
She's given me the advice just to never quit and keep working at it.
That's beautiful, dear. Do what you love to do and you'll succeed because you're tireless. You keep going. You're full of energy because it's your love. It's your passion.
Yes, We're Open is made possible by...
At SAFE, we've gotten pretty good at helping our community grow. After all, we've been doing it since 1940. And if your small business is ready to blossom, we can help you too. Get your business growing and change the way you bank at safecu.org.